Hi, my name is Robin and I'm a canine behaviour and training advisor here at Battersea. Today we are going to talk about how to play with your dog in a constructive way. Playtime is a great way for your dog to burn off some energy, and by engaging in constructive play, you can also use this time to teach your dog some polite manners. Unconstructive play can lead to mouthing, jumping up, pulling on clothes, snatching toys out of your hand, or encouraging excessive chasing. Before introducing constructive play, it can be helpful if your dog already knows a drop, a sit, and a down. To find out how to teach these commands, visit the Battersea website or search the Battersea Way. The most important thing to remember during constructive play is to not overstimulate your dog too much. We want them to be excited, but not so excited that they aren't able to respond to commands. Playing fetch games. Fetch can be a really fun game to play with your dog, but it can be quite overstimulating and encourage excessive chasing if you don't enforce clear boundaries and training. However, when done right, fetch games can help your dog to learn impulse control and manners. Before you throw the toy, ask your dog for a sit or a down. Once they have responded to your cue, throw the toy as a reward. You can then build up this training by gradually increasing the time that they must wait in this position before they get the ball. Start with just a few seconds and build up from there. Throw the toy for your dog and say a cue like get it or fetch. They should only get up from their sit or down position when you have said your cue word and thrown the toy. Once they bring the toy back, ask them to drop it or exchange it by showing them another toy. If your dog breaks their sit or down before you say get it, reset by asking them for a sit or a down again. If they are struggling to hold their position, you may need to reduce the length of time you've asked them to stay before rewarding them with a toy. Alternatively, consider practicing the behaviour some more before using the toy during playtime. Playing with tug toys. Tug toys can be a really fun way to play with your dog, but they can encourage some bad habits if played with without any rules or boundaries. To avoid this, we've got a few tips on how to play with a tug toy. When you're ready to play, show your dog the toy and say a cue like get it or tug. Let your dog tug on the toy for a bit, and then before you drop the tug toy, say a cue like yours or free. Once they have the tug toy, ask them to drop it or exchange it by showing them another toy. If you are playing with a tug toy, try to avoid jolting the toy upwards sharply, as this can encourage your dog to jump up and it can hurt their neck. Instead, keep the toy low and move it back and forth and side to side. Before allowing them to tug on the toy again, ask them for a sit or a down. They should only break this position when you say your cue word again. Over time, gradually build up holding the toy in front of them and wait a few seconds before saying the cue word. You can then work on making the tug toy more animated whilst your dog waits for the cue word. Unconstructive play. Some examples of unconstructive games include pulling on clothing, playing games that encourage mouthing on hands and feet, and games that overexcite your dog and encourage jumping up. These games should be avoided, as they encourage behaviours that your dog may begin to do in day-to-day life if they continue to practice them during play. That was our guide on playing with your dog in a constructive way. For more training and behaviour advice, visit our website and follow our channels.